Hello and welcome. Today, let's talk about core data performance. Here, I have a simple app that shows author and in this list, and once clicked, we have another list showing the movies. So let me come back to this view, and we can also see that we have here the number of movies the author was involved in. Now, let's see the data model for this app. It is quite simple. We have just two entities, the author and the movie, and we also have a relationship between them. So an author can have many movies, and you have here the reverse relationship. Now let's go to the manage object to see that. We have here the movie with the title and the author. And here we have the author with its name and the list of its movies. Now let's go back to the content view and see the problem we have. And you'll see that it is quite subtle. So remember here we show the number of movies from the author, and it is here. The problem doing this is that this is quite expensive. Since a relationship fault would have to be fulfilled for each movie. And what is faulting, you might ask? So faulting is just a way for core data to populate the manage object properties when you actually need them for memory sake. It is something like a lazy loading system to improve the memory footprint of your app. Doing this is kind of problematic. Imagine that you have 1,000 of author, and each author has like 100 or 1,000 of movies. So you'll use a large amount of memory for nothing. We can definitely improve that. And the solution is something called denormalization. Yet another concept, but denormalization is quite simple, and it consists of duplicating data for efficiency. I know you might be thinking we've been taught time and time again that data duplication is bad, but in this case, it can be an extremely powerful tool to improve fetch performance. So now let's see how we can improve the performance. And to do that, we are going to use what we call the derived data in Xcode. First, we're going to add a new attribute called the movies count, which is a type of integer 16. And here I will check this derived option. Once I check it, I'll see the derivation text field appear. We are going to say that it is the count of the movies, so movies that at count. But we need to add this attribute in the manage object model. I'll go to the author and add it right below here, right? So we have the movies count here, which is of type int 16. And now let's go back to the content view and update this. Rather than having a movie that count, we'll just say movies count like that. Let's build and run to see. So the build is succeeded, and let's run now, and we have the exact same result. But here the difference is that we are going to also keep track of the number of movies. Like if I was to add here a new movie for Chadwick, like I think his last movie was Black Panther. Here, yes, we have here Black Panther, and now normally the count should be 10, right? And it is. Here for Michael B. Jordan, I can maybe delete the movie. This movie, it is currently 8, and if we delete, it will be 7, right? So you see it here that the count of these movies are updated in real time. And this is the power of derived attribute. So it is quite simple, quite easy to take in place. and you just have here to add this derived attribute and update your data model to reflect that. So far so good. Now I want to show you another option of getting the same behavior. And this will come handy if you want to do some more data manipulation that the flexibility of this derived attribute can't give you. We're gonna first create an extension on NSManage object that will listen for your manage object model change. I'm going to maybe create it here, right here. Okay, and now let's go back to the author and add some more logic for the denormalization, right? So I'm just going to copy and paste some code. So now we have this, and here we are just calling the change value of the manage object we created, and yeah, so here we are just listening for this attribute change, this one. Okay, so whenever we change the movies of the author, we are going to make some computation and to see if the count has changed, and if it is the case, we are just going for now to update that, right? What we need to do also is to deactivate this derived attribute. Okay, we don't need it anymore. Now let's build and run. Maybe it is going to run. Let's see. It is working, but here we have 0 movies, and we know that for each author we have some. So here what we need to do is to update slightly this manage object. So here we have this will save that is going to be called whenever the object is going to be saved into the manage object context, and another one away from fetch, which is called whenever the object is being fulfilled from fault. Okay, and now let's build and run. And we see here that we have the exact same behavior. So for Viola Davis, maybe let's add new movie. And remember, she has 4 movies for now. Now she gets 5, and here we can see that it is 5 movies. For Michael B. Jordan, let's maybe delete his movies. Now he got 4, and here we have 4 movies. The important thing when applying this kind of trick is to make sure that, let me hide this, that the model class automatically update the duplicated attribute here, like we did here, and that they appear as read-only to the rest of the app. But bear in mind that keeping the normalized attribute up to date can be somewhat tricky because that redundancy requires more work. But I think that it is a good trade-off to keep our app performant in this particular use case. So here you go. You have now 2 ways of showing denormalized data in your view. Let me know which one you prefer in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to help the channel grow and support me. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.